Alright, Shalom Akim, Kahalal, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachakodash. Likes to double honors the apostles, and elders of great millstone and rule well. And peace and salutation to the Akim around the world that pushes through to the four corners of the earth. You know, set out spiritual food. Just to remind the brothers that, always stay in the spirit and just try to do your job. Always try to speak according to the scriptures. Don't try to put too much in, try to look fancy, you understand, and try to avoid things that is plague your spirit, like seeking vain glory and all these other things that has caused men to actually fall off. You understand? So the scriptures is the guide to actually staying in order. Right, I'll start. This Galatians 5. I'll start from 25. Right, it say, if we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. And that's what we always had to try to do. Always try to walk spiritually. They say, they talk about we weapons are not carnal, but this fight is not carnal, but spiritual. We always had to try to walk spiritual. Always try to follow the things that we were taught and actually do it according to the scriptures. Keep your mind clear, right? So let us not be desires of vain glory, provoking one another, envying one another. And this has been a real big problem in the midst of Israel. Okay, that men has be envying things like positions, envying things that a brother might have, and all these different stuff. You understand? Things like seeking vain glory. You understand? Who does do the best breakdowns, who this brother is more deep than this brother, and all these things really and truly not expedient. But how I always say, it have teachers for every level of students. It have men who do big breakdowns for brothers that need, steak, and it have brothers that do small breakdowns for those who are not ready that deep, or for newcomers, or brothers who are on a low level, because this thing about levels. Not everybody will be on a high level, and not everybody will be on a low level. Everybody has their portions, and there are teachers to supply those different types. I already and truly just had to stick to what you could do, and don't try to study these kind of things that other men just get caught up in, and end up falling off because of pride or greed or envy or wherever it is just fall off from. You understand? Always try to keep your eyes single. A lot of men who has actually fall victim to these things. So there's Matthew 23. Matthew 23. I'll start from 1, right? It say, then Yahushua speak. Then spake Yahushua to the multitude and to his disciples, saying, the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. The scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. All therefore whatsoever they bid you observe, that observe and do. But do not ye after their works, for they say and do not. And the Pharisees actually used to keep the law, but they didn't used to keep the law in sincerity, or they didn't actually used to do it like full time. They was like part-time Israelites. You understand? They didn't used to serve the law in sincerity. They was like on a shift system. When they was around people, the holy, and when they're behind closed doors, they're being wicked. They say what they bid you is say do, because they used to teach the law also. Say what they're teaching you, follow the law, but don't do after their ways, because they used to be telling you one thing and they doing something else. And that is really how we supposed to be in this truth. Always trying to follow the correct thing constantly, and not being too focused on things that not expedient. Alright. I feel I'll close it off with that for now. Right? It says some short words of exhortation. Our edification for the brothers, you know. That's a reason why the Lord always say when we received when he gave us the law through Moses written down, you know always to write it down on your doorposts, write it, you know, all over where you could be able to see it, because you know Israel is a stubborn and rebellious house, and inwardly they still had that content in the flesh, because we always trying to rebel against what we supposed to be doing. So you always have to be going through the scriptures, always reminding yourself and building up your spirit to resist against these things. The scriptures say the flesh war against the spirit daily, right? So we gotta find to some brothers, you know, that I say shalom, Akim, stay strong.